How well are you ready to maintain what you're praying for? Because sometimes we are so much we are always praying for things. I want this, I need that, I want this. But have you ever paused and asked yourself, how well are you willing to maintain what you're praying for? That is what I want us to talk about today. If you're new here, my name is Esther Njao. Welcome to my channel. And in this channel, we are all about relationships. Relationships with self, relationships with God, relationship with your children. This, if you're looking for a place where we talk about relationships, this is the place to be. So welcome again to my channel. If you're new and if you've always been here, thank you so much for your support. Now, without any further ado, let's jump straight into today's video. Like I said in my intro, we are always praying for stuff. I want a new car, I want a new what. And let me just give you a short story and why I came up with this particular video. 4 years ago, I was desperately looking for a job and I got one. Like I've shared before in my videos, if you haven't watched most of the videos, you go back and watch. I've always said that I've always worked as a salesperson. That is what I've done for the past 10 years. So I got this job as a salesperson. It's a new company. It's a new, not new per se, but it's just getting into the market. Got a new my usual job, sales, and then got a new branch. Now, new branch, new product. Get that straight first, because it's very crucial to what I want to say. Now, if you have a new branch and a new product, getting a new product in the market can be a piece of work, and it's it requires a lot. So here I am getting a new product to get into the market. So I remember we never made any sales for the first, I think, a month, and if we did, it was just something that you can't even call that sales. So it was something very minor that you cannot celebrate. And I remember talking to my manager then, and he told me, you know what, I know you can do this, guys. I know you can do this. All you have to do is be consistent. And it was not a walk in the park. It was work. Morning till evening, day one, week one, month one. And the first time we made good sales was after around 3 months. So we made these huge sales and I was so excited. You could tell, you can tell after all that work and all that hard work, now at least you can see the fruits of your labor. What you've been doing now is starting to produce. You're starting to see something coming out of it. So I remember now when I made that sale, I went to him and he was like, I told you you're going to do it. And now it has started to pick. Now you've started getting clients. Actually, now you have clients. Now, that is step one. The next step that you need, the next step that you need to work on is maintaining those clients. Step one is not as hard as step two. Because step one, you tell someone you're selling this product, they buy, and then it's a good quality product. So what's next? Maintaining that client. And I never thought of it at that particular moment. And then until later when I came to realize, wait a minute, getting this client is not a big deal, because it's a product, buy, sell, it's done. He bought, it's enough. What you need now to work on is maintaining this customer, this client. What do I need to do to maintain this customer? Okay? And that is the question and that is what I want us to discuss today. You're always praying for something. You're always asking for stuff. But have you ever asked yourself, how well am I willing to maintain that which I'm praying for? Because unless you can maintain that, you're going to go back to step one. Because let me ask you a question. If today you got yourself a car does not only need fuel to move. You need to service that car every now and then. That is what is called maintenance. You're praying for children. You need to maintain, you need to take care of those children. Kuomba is one time, you get it, and then what? Let me tell you something. I still get phone calls, my mom, my dad calling me, and I know most of you do. For those of you who still have parents or guardians or people who look after you, Every time there is an accident or something that happens in Nairobi, my mom, my dad is always calling. Even when it's something, a place where I don't even live. They hear something, they are calling, are you okay now? How, where are you? Are you okay? Is everyone okay? Yeah, they are satisfied. That is what we call maintenance. I'll never outgrow them. There's no any particular time that they say, ashakuwa mtu mzima, anajua kujipanga. No. They prayed for the blessing of a child. God gave them that child. It is your work until you go to that grave. It is your job to keep maintaining that which you're praying for. You're praying for that job. How well are you willing to maintain that job? You're praying for that business. How well are you willing? What are you willing to do? Are you willing to sacrifice almost everything to make sure that you maintain that blessing that you prayed for? You're praying for marriage. Marriage is a wedding is a one-day event, and then there is marriage. Continuously working, continuously sacrificing, continuously giving yourself out. You are like yourself, you put yourself aside for the sake of other people. Happiness. They need to feel at home. How welcoming are you? How well are you willing to go? Or to what extent are you willing to go to maintain that marriage? To what extent are you willing to go to maintain that which you've been praying for? Because we are so much. We are always praying for stuff. We are almost always. You get a new car, now you're praying for a business. You get a business, now you're praying for a wife or a husband. You get a wife and a husband, you're praying for children. But do you ever ask yourself, what does it take? Am I willing to sacrifice everything that I have to maintain that which I'm praying for? So today I urge you, before you pray for that thing that you're praying for, because I know you're praying for something. You're praying for something. All of us are. Whatever you're praying for, before you pray for it, before it's handed over to you, are you willing to maintain it? Because maintenance is not an easy job. Maintaining a business is not an easy job. Maintaining a marriage is not an easy job. Your children, not an easy job. Sometimes you feel like you want to give them away and just be single again, but it is your job to maintain them. You may think once they are 18, it's over. No, the journey has just begun. And when they hit 18, it's even worse. Because now they are making their own choices. You have your own choices on the other side. You're trying to match your choices and their choices. They are like, we are living in a different generation. So are you willing? Are you willing to go to that extra mile to maintain that which you're praying for? I'm not going to stop saying this. Are you willing to? Thank you so much for watching this. Ask yourself that question. The next time, before you go down on your knees, before you go telling God, ishe, nataka, sitaki, nataka hii. How well are you willing to maintain it? Have yourselves a beautiful week. I'll see you on my next one.